We are going to build a fully responsive, animated web page today, and we'll do it without writing any traditional code syntax. All you need to follow along is a web browser and a free Webflow account. Over the next 6 minutes, we will hit 3 specific milestones: structuring our base page, adapting that layout for mobile devices, and engineering a professional element animation. By working on a visual canvas, every design choice you make directly manipulates the underlying HTML and CSS. You're building a live, production-ready website as you draw it. Step 1 is creating a new project. You have a strategic choice right away, starting with a pre-built template or a blank canvas. Select the blank canvas option. Building from scratch forces you to understand how web architecture actually works. This diagram illustrates the primary concept governing all web layouts: the box model. Every element on a web page sits inside a defined box, which establishes the spatial boundaries for your content. To start, drag a section element from the left-hand panel directly onto your empty workspace. Do not drop raw text or images into a wide section without containment. This breaks layouts on small screens. Instead, place a container inside the section to neatly define borders. Now add elements like headings and buttons into that container, completing our nested structure. Maintaining strict spatial boundaries through these nested boxes guarantees structural integrity across any device size. Now look at the top of the designer interface. You will see 4 device layout icons. The golden rule of styling in Webflow is that all design work must begin on the desktop breakpoint. This flowchart shows the logic of the styling cascade. Styles flow downward from larger screens to smaller screens. If you modify a font size on the desktop view, that typography automatically scales and applies to the tablet and mobile views below it. If you spot a layout issue on mobile, do not try to fix it by editing the master desktop view. Changes made specifically on smaller breakpoints are isolated. They are blocked from traveling up the hierarchy. Click into the mobile portrait view. From here, use the Flexbox layout option to safely stack your elements vertically so they fit a phone screen. Mastering this one-way, top-down workflow prevents you from accidentally destroying your primary desktop design while creating perfect mobile adaptations. Let's move to the right-hand panel. The lightning bolt icon is your control center for motion and interaction. First, select the button you created on the canvas. Now, set your interaction trigger condition by assigning a hover state to the button. For the animation parameters, program a slight upward movement combined with a gradual opacity fade. To keep the movement smooth, set your duration within the standard window of 200 to 450 milliseconds and use an ease in-out transition. Keep it simple. Over-animating elements creates frantic motion that distracts users rather than guiding them. Applying subtle, precise easing elevates a site's perceived value from amateur to premium, all without writing a single line of JavaScript. To test the layout's real-time adaptability, activate the internal preview mode by clicking the eye icon. Watch how the layout elements successfully scale as the view shifts from desktop proportions down to the narrow mobile portrait breakpoint. Next, verify the interaction test. Hovering over the button executes the exact 450 millisecond, perfectly smooth, satisfying upward lift we built earlier. When you're ready, hit Publish. The free Webflow staging subdomain generates a live, shareable link instantly. Establishing this structural baseline is the first step towards building more sophisticated sites.